to the LaFonda Jackson Show. My name is Lisa, and LaFonda is the Peterbilt 589 that I'm driving. She is a company truck. That's LaFonda right there. And Teddy is my companion. He's my baby boy. That's Teddy, my Rottweiler. On this episode, we are getting a load of bacon from Maryland, taking that up to New York, and then reloading eggs and taking that down to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So bacon and eggs on this load, on this episode. My seat has really been squeaking whenever I make a turn, and Teddy's seat squeaks too, but only if he's sitting in it. So I'm going to have to get some WD-40 on that thing, because it's really getting annoying. We are heading to Smithfield in Northeast Maryland to pick up a load of bacon. The reefer needs to be set at 26 degrees, pre-cooled, for the bacon. Coming up to this light, I have the green light. Check out that white car right there. They have a yield sign. I need to get over in the far right-hand lane to make a right-hand turn, and they weren't letting me over. Though they did then. I didn't really cut them off. I mean, maybe slightly, but I needed to get over. I had the green light. They had the yield sign. So I'm driving down this road here, and this idiot is staying right beside me. I don't know if it was a man or woman. I could not tell. Puts their window down and gives me the finger, holding the phone up like they're filming me. And I'm just like, I actually kind of laughed at them and thought, I did nothing wrong. You had the yield sign. I had the green light. So they stayed here this whole way, and then they did have road construction up here a little while ago, a week ago, and they had the right-hand lane closed. I guess this idiot thought that the right-hand lane was still going to be closed and they weren't going to let me over. But there's the cones. No, the lane was still open, so we ended up getting the red light up here. And I just sat there and watched them. The person goes right now. I don't know if it's a man or woman. But when they passed me, their license plate said U.S. government. And I thought, oh, that explains it all. You think you rule the roost. You're in charge of everybody. You're wherever you were going, you had to get there. Doesn't matter where I'm going. Guarantee you, where I'm going is a little bit more important. What do you think? So now we're pulling into the Smithfield Distribution Center, the road that it's on, to get our load of bacon. I've been to this place before. They're normally pretty quick. You do have to slide your tandems all the way to the rear, drop your trailer, unhook, pull away from the trailer, and then wait for them to call you with your paperwork, and then you can get on the road. So it normally doesn't take too long here. Maybe an hour or two. We'll see. Yeah, it took about 2 hours. So now we're just going to check out of the guard check and get on the road. The delivery is for the Aldi Distribution Center in Tully, New York. And I haven't been up to that Aldi Distribution Center in a couple months. That is Teddy's favorite place because they have a huge yard or area, grassy area, field, I guess, that he can run around and get his exercise. So he would like that. And I like the Aldi in Tully, New York, because they have a lot of truck parking. And you can take your 10 hours off there, or you can stay, probably do your 34 hours off. They don't bother you. So I like that. Let's put the hammer down, LaFonda. We got bacon to deliver. going into the Aldi Distribution Center. I drove 315 miles today, and we're going to check in at the guard shack here and then find a good parking spot and get Teddy out and let him run around. By tomorrow morning when I leave, after my 10 hours off, this whole entire parking lot will be filled with trucks. A lot of them, I believe a lot of them take their 10 hours off. And I like finding a parking spot beside one of these trailers. That way I know there's no truck there and I can get Teddy's ramp out. So I'm going to park right beside this blue container. Because sometimes if I'm parked beside a truck, I have to pull up, put my four-ways on to get his ramp out. So this will be perfect. Some people are wondering what I eat for supper. So I'm going to show you. This is my supper for tonight. Chicken, mac and cheese, veggies, and watermelon. The next morning, heading to my pickup, just wanting to show you the construction in Syracuse again. I thought I'm going to film it once a month at least so we can watch the progress together. It does seem like they're getting a lot done because it's a massive project. I'm reloading the eggs in Wolcott, New York, but I need to get the reefer washed out on the inside and the outside. I need to get the whole entire truck washed before I go into this place to load the eggs. So we are going to a truck wash that is approximately 12 to 13 miles away from my pickup. It's near where I get the apples. Apples will be starting soon. I cannot wait. But this is called Lancaster's Truck and Trailer Wash. I've never been to this place before. So we will see how good they do and what that's like. There's my seat squeaking again. It's this place right here on the left. As I'm pulling in, I see that grain hopper there. And then the two bay doors, or two bays that they have, the doors were open, but they had like a rope across them. So I'm just going to park right here and walk up and talk to the guy, since I've never been here before, and see what he wants me to do. I had to wait a little bit until he got done washing out that grain hopper, and then he had me back up right where he was, and that's where he's washing me out at. Washing the inside of the trailer and the outside of the truck and trailer. he actually let me stay in the truck with Teddy. So that was nice, because at the Blue Beacon, I always have to get out of the truck. Well, I have to shut the truck off, too. So I was able to let the truck run, the air condition for Teddy, and sit in there with him, because he does tend to get a little nervous when the truck's getting washed. I mean, he doesn't bark or whine or do anything. I can just tell he's a little nervous. Now, I don't know why they didn't pull me in those bays. I don't know what they use them for. But they did a decent enough job. It was a lot more expensive than the Blue Beacon. I was surprised about that. But the broker pays for it because they need the trailer washed out for these eggs. It needs to be washed and sanitized and everything. So this turn here, I'm going to get these eggs. I've never been before. This is a tight turn for LaFonda. I think every turn is a tight turn for LaFonda with no steering radius. I had to have my GPS on for this because I've never been here before. And he says, the GPS guy says, approaching destination. As soon as he says that, oh, Teddy gets so excited. He gets excited when I put my turn signal on anyway. But we're pulling in to get our load of eggs. And what is that down there? Well, I find out that all vehicles need to go through this little wash vat and get sprayed down before entering the property. I never went through one of these before. It was kind of neat. And this place was really dusty, so every single water spot ate up all the dust. And LaFonda got dirty. Oh well, it is what it is, right? So I don't know where to go, but the broker did give a phone number. I'm supposed to call a phone number as soon as I arrive. I have to call this number, Teddy. The person I talked to told me to pull straight up here and park and check in on the left-hand side. And when I went in to check in, I wasn't allowed in any further than this little room here. There's a place to stand and wash your feet. I was not allowed through that door. But a lady came out and gave me directions and told me where to go. So I have to turn around and go back around the building where those cars are parked. Well, I can't turn around there, so I'm just going to back in to this one little dock here halfway and get myself turned around and go back around and find a dock door. She said pick anyone that I want, anyone that's empty. I really can't stand how loud my four-ways and turn signals are. I get tired of it here in a little bit and turn them off. I just said under my breath, I can't stand that, and turned them off. I just hope I never break down along the road and have to sit there for hours on end with them four-ways on. That sound will drive me insane. Well, I'm sure I will break down. That's inevitable. Driving truck, you're going to break down or have a blowout or something. But knock on wood, that hasn't happened in a long while since I've had my brand new LaFonda. Open my doors. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm a little off. I'm not lined up quite right for that last dock door there on the end. But we'll get it in there. I see there's a lot of Wegmans trailers here, so Wegmans must get their eggs from this place. And Wegmans is a grocery store chain in New York, and there's some stores in Pennsylvania. Well, there's also a distribution center in Pennsylvania. Just one that I know about. There might be more. Well, there is definitely more stores in Pennsylvania. I have no idea how many they have, so I shouldn't say anything, but I know it's definitely in New York. It originated from Rochester, New York, and now they're in Pennsylvania also. You can leave in the comments if you know of any other states that has Wegmans grocery stores. While I'm getting loaded, I'm just watching these guys working on the silos over there. I'm not sure what they're doing, cleaning it or something. Pretty view. I sure wouldn't want to be up there. I'm scared of heights. Hopefully I'm loaded soon and can get on the road. smell the chickens, don't you, Teddy? All loaded with our eggs. This is what they look like. Trying to go really slow to keep the dust down so LaFonda doesn't get dusty and dirty, but she did. When I picked up milk, there was a guy that said he used to go flying in the stone driveways really, really fast to outrun the dust. Well, you can't outrun it, because it'll catch up to you as soon as you stop. He was an idiot. Super trucker, that's what we called him. My mom and I, we called them super truckers. My delivery is for tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. at Chase Foods in Philadelphia. I'm not sure how you say it. So we are going to stay at this truck stop. The Flying J is here at this exit, but I'm not staying at this Flying J. I'm going to stay at the Envo, because they have more of a grassy area for Teddy. It's all about Teddy. And plus, they don't have many trucks coming into this Envo. Not like the Flying J. The Flying J will get pretty filled up. And that Flying J is under construction right now, and they don't have any showers. I don't think they have any laundry either. I do my laundry at home, but just in case any of you are wondering, because it'll probably be under construction for a while. No showers and no laundry at the Flying J off exit 219 off 81 in Pennsylvania. Interstate 81 in Pennsylvania. So let's go over here to the Envo and find the perfect parking spot for me and Teddy. to take our 10 hours off. Just a pre-warning, since I'm narrating this video, the rest of this video will be showing you the delivery. And it was in a very bad part of Philadelphia. I didn't show what I actually seen. If you really want to know, look up Kensington on YouTube, and there will be your answer. It's very, very sad and disgusting. My delivery itself, the delivery was wonderful, but it was in a bad area. Since I've never been here before, I used my trucker's GPS and my Google GPS on my phone, and both places were taking me in through a really bad area. But I Googled this place before I got here, and there was quite a few people that left reviews on how to get in here. So I took exit 23 off of I-95, and I went left. And then I turned on a Lehigh Street, and the roads were paved pretty nice. There I just went under I-95. And then this is where things start getting a little sketchy. I did not show you the really bad stuff. But now I'm at my delivery, and I walked up and I seen the gate was open. I arrived here at 3 a.m. My appointment was 4 a.m. So I pulled right in since the gate was open. And I was the only truck in there. There was that truck there parked there waiting, but I did not want to be waiting outside here in La Fonda. It was a very, very sketchy part of town on North American Street near Kensington. And as soon as I pulled in here, the guy opened up the dock door, and I handed him my paperwork, and he told me to back right in. And that's awesome. These people at this place were the nicest people, and they had me in and out in half an hour. Less than half an hour. I think it was 26 minutes. He opened the door for me. I was an hour before my appointment time, and he had me out before even my appointment time. He wanted to get me in and out of here as quick as possible, I guess, before it started getting daylight. And the zombies come out. Well, the zombies are out 24/7 in this area. So we are all unloaded now, and we are heading home. Then people gonna blow the horn at me. I was stopped. People, and they were way up there anyway, but I was not gonna pull out. Maybe they were just tooting the horn saying hi. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share this video, and comment. And I'll see you on the next video.